In today's tutorial, we'll be making use of Revit 2023, and we'll be looking at few things. Revit 23 came with new features, but majorly we'll be looking at how to convert a model to an analytical model. A physical model to automatically convert it to analytical model. Then we'll also be looking at how to convert a model, an inclined staircase model. Staircase in this case you model it as a floor. Now being inclined, how to model it and then convert it to an inclined, to an analytical model. So these are the two basic things. And then finally we will now put um reactions. Talking about support at different places. So these are the three things we'll be doing. So we already have a model which is already existing. This is just a shaft. This is a multi-story building that I had to cut, remove some things. So this is a shaft. This is staircase already converted to a analytical model. So we see how this looks like um in the physical model. This is how it looks like in a physical model. So that when I let me now show you how it looks like in the analytical model. Coming back to view graphics, close this. Now make only the analytical, tick only the analytical. Like okay. This is how it looks in analytical. The model looks in analytical form. So these are the staircase, this is the shaft, the structural wall, and these are the loads applied. Now this is support, fixed support. So let us start. We first close this, X to save, then close this and open a new model. I want to open a structural template. Okay. So we just start by creating a simple grid line, and in this case grid line is GR shortcut. So just put grid line of this nature and copy this, copy it maybe by 3600 by 3600, and then 3600 just into these two places. Then we will create another grid line, horizontal axis. Then copy this by the same 3600. Copy by 3600, 3600. Okay, move down by 3600. Now I would like to make it move into three places, 3600. Okay, remember because I want to create a structural wall, I will leave the structural wall here. Then I will, okay, this place, then staircase, my staircase will be here. So the next thing I will need to do is to create columns. My columns will be inserted on each of these grid line intersection. So I will now go to my column. I'm talking about structural column. So under this structural column, we pick 300 by 450, but I will change it to 300 by 300 for the sake of this tutorial. So I'll now say okay. I'll now move to at grids. So I'll select all these grids so that my column will now be started at the intersections. I'll say finish. So the next thing will be to make this my columns, well, I need to create levels so that uh, okay, so level LL shortcut, and I'm creating a foundation level. Maybe I use 1.4. Sorry, level LL, and then okay, let me use this 1.5. Adjust this to this. So I will now also be creating another level at top. Maybe make this one 3000. Sorry, 3000. Okay, these are things you need to do first. I will select all these columns, and then I will move it down to the foundation level. Okay, I forgot to name all this. So we call this one GND, that is, I mean FND, that is foundation. Yes, call this one GND, that is ground level. Yes, then maybe call this one first, first level. Maybe call this one second level. Um, um, so let me just drag this a little up this way. So I'll come back to this and then highlight all the columns. I'll make them, I want the top constraint to be ground level so that this becomes 0. Okay. Now the next thing I will be doing will be to go to 3D. Okay. Highlight all these, copy these columns, and then uh, paste to pick level. I want it to be pasted here. Then give the top constraint, which is first level. The base constraint will now be the ground level. Base constraint ground level. Okay, very fine. Then top constraint first level. Okay, just remove this. So I will now copy this again and then paste to level this. So this is just what I want. Then the next thing will be to place our beams. Let me make this in shaded. So I will go back to first level, and then my beams coming to structure. My beam, I will make use of this particular 300 by 600 for the sake of this tutorial, and I say on grids. So I'll just select all the grids this way and click OK. So my grid lines, I mean my beams has been placed. Now if I come to 3D, you see it in this form. Now I would also like to um move this particular beams to this last floor. So I will select all the beams, select similar in enter. Okay, I'll say copy and I say paste to selected levels. I want it to be pasted to, I mean to be pasted to second level. This is it. I come to 3D, you now see it has been pasted. So the next thing will be to put in my floor. Remember that under structure, you don't use slab in this case. You don't use slab. If not, if you use slab, you won't see the analytical model. But if you use a floor in doing the physical model, when you want to when after converting it to analytical model, the you will see it. That is when you use floor. So we'll be covering all these places. We'll cover this, and this, and leave these two places. So what I'll do, I'll just I want to create panel by panel. So just do it this way and then hit enter to bring back former command. Hit enter again to bring back former command, the last command. Okay, and hit enter again for the last time. So my slab, and I will like my slab to have a thickness of 150. Everything will be updated automatically. So this is where my shaft will be. So in creating my shaft, I want to assume that this okay, let me even see. Coming to structure, we have what is the structural wall? Yeah, this structural wall. Now let me assume this shaft is of this nature. Sorry, create similar. I don't want to have these beams at the this way. I don't want to have this beam here. Delete. So, and I don't want this beam. Okay. Okay, let me even assume this shaft covers this whole place. I don't want this beam also. I don't want this beam. Let me assume this shaft closes encloses this whole place. So if I come to this structural wall and pick up this, you have this. Okay, this column, I don't want you. Maybe somewhere else. So let me have this just like this. Let me just continue. So this is my shaft. This is where my staircase will be. Now this my shaft. I will I will like the height to be at a distance of from foundation to unconnected of maybe let me make it 9,000. Then close this as 0. Okay. Then I want the thickness to be 300 also. 200. The thickness of the shaft to be 200 and join elements. So this is what I have. So I'll now move to 3D to see what I have. Okay, it's not bad. It's good. All this color. Okay. So assuming this is what I want. Assuming this is what I want. Let me make it go up a little. Maybe go 15,000. Okay. So assuming this is what I want, then the next thing will be to create. To convert this to an analytical model itself. So for me to do that, I need to go to this analyze. Now this one thing to Revit 2023. Under this analyze, you have this analytical automation. So you just need to click it. It is what you will be using to convert a physical model to an analytical model. So when you click it, to click on this place, allow it for a while, it will open up. So when it's coming up, or come up. Okay, so when it opens up like this, you now click on this select for you to select the physical elements. So you just highlight all these. Okay. So have you highlighted all the physical elements? You click run. Now just some seconds is coming. Okay, so finish. You will now close this. So it has converted this to analytical model. So the next thing will be for me to see what I have. Go to view, visibility, analytical model. Okay, close this model category, untick it and click OK. Now this is what you have. This is what you have. What were our this panel, this analytical panels that is not aligned with this beam. They're not aligned. So they're not on the same level. So what I will do will be to align the beam to make this beam to be on the same level with these slab floor panels. So for me to do that, I will first of all put this in a good view, select all the beams, select all the beams in this model. So having selected all the beams, I will now group it by typing GP, that shortcut for group, and say maybe all this beam. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing will be to type AL, which is align. Is a align AL. So you now move it to this particular any of these levels. Remember all these beams are already grouped. When I click on this and move this, everything automatically moves together. So I will now ungroup. Now, if you watch well also, if you watch also, you will notice that this particular um this particular shear wall, is not analytical model is not aligned properly. So what you now need to do is to click the same alignment, align, maybe click on this, mistake, come to this place, click on this. So you just click AL, which is align, L, come on. So let me just take and then click so that these two will be aligned. Then turn it to this other side. Bring this one inside. Click this and bring this inside. Am I right? Then likewise in this case, align this to this. Okay. And then coming to this other side, align this to this. Sorry. Um, align this to this. Align this to this. There's a mistake somewhere. Okay, very fine. Control. Okay, save this as an automatic analytical view. Yeah. Okay, let me save you as outright. So option one. So that is one of the things we need to do under this um analytical model to get this thing properly aligned. There's a problem somewhere here, but that is by the way. So for us to move on, we need to put assign uh assign load. I mean assign structural footing, the support to this. But before I do that, I will first of all create an inclined slab. So for me to create an inclined slab, which will be in form of floor, in form of staircase slab, staircase floor, I will now need to go to ground level. Now coming to this place, I will first of all use detail line to show how my how the staircase will be going, how it look like. So let me assume this is my first flight. Then let me also assume this is my second flight. 900, okay, 100. Then let me assume this is my landing. Let me assume it is going to fill this place. Okay. Okay, this is my landing. This back. So that is by the way. So I will now need to go to structure under floor and then pick um this. Let's remove this. Now you need to put the slope. We are moving from here to here. So you click on this and then stand here. Then what you need to do is to now um click on this particular slope arrow, and then our level at tail, this is the tail, level at tail is ground level, GND. Then level at head, this is the head, now is going to be, let's make it ground level but an offset of 1500, which is halfway to second the first floor, and then make this in 0. Okay, so click OK. Now for this landing again, you come back to the structure, click floor and then pick this to create our landing. Now the our landing will be ground level but an offset of 1500 from ground level. So we click OK. Then our second flight will be this. You come to this floor, come to floor, create, then put in our slope arrow. Then our slope arrow level at tail. Let's leave it at as a ground level but at an offset of 1500. Then coming to this place, we will now make here to be first level. So when we click this and go to our 3D, okay, you won't see because it's still at analytical physical model. I mean, this thing is still in analytical model. So for you to see it, you just need to go to view, visibility, check this. Maybe you uncheck this if you like. So this is our staircase. This is our staircase. Now, for the sake of this tutorial, let me just go back to ground level and put a floor that is now go to a slab, just a normal slab here, which will not be part of the analysis. Then just put um, now structural foundation or anything. Just put a floor here. So it's going to be at ground level. So I'll say okay. Come to 3D. Okay, it's conflicting with the so many other things. Come to ground level. It's avoid conflict in so many things. Trim of this, trim of this. We have left this whole place open. So coming to 3D, we have this. Okay. That is it. This sketch also. So we now we just click um trim also, trim of this. Okay. And then click OK. Then go to our 3D. Okay, I think it's okay this way. So this is what we have now. Now for us to convert this staircase to analytical model, you will now need to come back. Before I do that, you also need to see that this will never be converted to analytical model. It will never. So we'll still try it. Now you will now come to same where is analyze, then come to this place, automatic. Okay, it's coming up. Just now click on this physical to analytical for buildings. Now you click select. Let's now select what you want to convert. So maybe do it this way. Okay, having selected this, you say run. It will now be converted. So finished doing the conversion itself. You now click, just close it. So you now need to go back to view visibility graphics and then come to this place and take this. Okay. Now you see, okay, the second flight was not selected. What I will now need to do will be to let me just control Z. The second flight was not selected. So I need to go back to analyze. It's coming up. So click on this. So I will now click on select. The best way to do is just maybe go through this way. Don't worry. So maybe you now use filter to remove the structural framing. So have structural foundation flaws. Okay. So you say okay. So these are the things we have now. Having selected these ones, you click run. So it has finished. Now you need to close it. So when you come to view, visibility, analytical, you find out that this whole slab was analyzed, but this particular slab was not analyzed. This is we used floor. In this case now, under this structure, remember we used floor, but in this case, we just went direct to use a slab. You understand? Which in this case will not be analyzed. So basically, this is how to create an analytical model from a physical model automatic way, majorly using this Revit 2023. Then the next thing I will now be doing is to create a support. So for me to do that, I will let me go back to view, then from view, visibility, graphics, analytical model. Okay, let me close this. So for me to now put in the support, I will now go under analyze, then under boundary condition. Then this particular fixed, you can pick either fixed pin or roller or you define yours. Now we are going to be using fixed because we're going to it is at the foundation um, level, you know. So pick fixed and then you can use line area depending on where you want to insert. But because we want to be starting at the column, we are going to use this line, this point. We just put in our support on this way. Okay, this is just the end. Now again, if you want to put for this staircase, maybe at this joint now, and also for this shear wall, you use this. Okay, so that's just it. And then for the staircase, you just need to come this way, you know. So again, we need to understand that why we have this error. You remember there was a time I was trying to delete some of these beams that were appearing here, you know. I had my reasons. So that is why you have so many things around here because the beam, the column saw is also here, which I should have deleted. So, but this is basically what you can always do from physical model to analytical model. Then others maybe adding load and defining load definition, load pattern. I will be looking at it in the next tutorial.